All right, guys and girls, how are we doing? I know the midterm election just came in. We're going to talk about that pretty briefly. It was not a red wave, as I'm sure that we all know. So a couple of things about that. This is not the end of the world, right? The Democrats are celebrating. We did gain a little bit of ground. We lost some big choice to make. Ron DeSantos has a huge following in the conservative. So let's just watch what old DT had to say about Ron DeSantos. Let's check this out.
Come out and it used to drive the fake news crazy. But today I have the highest poll numbers I've ever had, perhaps partly because the Democrats are doing so badly running our country and people want our tremendous success of no inflation, energy independence, military victory. Remember, I defeated ISIS 100%. Remember? Al-Baghdadi and so many other things, including crime. We had it way down. But we have the best poll numbers. Where are they? Are they putting them up on the screen? I think so. Put them up. Look. Yeah, we're putting them up. We're winning big in the Republican Party for the nomination like nobody's ever seen before. Let's see, there it is. Trump at 71, Ron DeSanctimonious at 10%, Mike Pence at 7. Oh, Mike's doing.
So there it is. He called him Ron DeSanctimonious, which is just a cheap shot by Donald Trump. Now, Trump has a huge following, but so does Ron DeSantos. So here's what's actually going on here. There is some serious indications that Ron DeSantos is going to run for president in 2024. So much so that when he had his victory party and victory speech, people were chanting 2 more years, right? Because they want him to run for president. And, the things he has done with Florida is huge. It's massive. He's America's governor. He stood up against COVID, the COVID restrictions. He was the first one to open the state of Florida in the middle of the pandemic, right? So he has a massive following, and Donald Trump is threatened by that. So this was not a smart move by Donald Trump. These followers of Trump are also fans of Ron DeSantos. So now you're splitting the party. And here's my major concern is if Donald Trump runs for president, which he will, right? He's going to come out and say it very soon. He's going to run, and Ron DeSantos may run. So if they both run in the primaries and Ron DeSantos beats Donald Trump in the primaries, then what's Trump going to do? Trump, my biggest fear is that he would run as an independent. So if he runs as an independent against DeSantos, you're going to split the vote, and we're going to have a major problem on our hands, and it's going to cost us the election. And that's my prediction of what would happen if DeSantos and Trump run together. So it's going to be hard for Trump to get through the primaries, to even be the primary candidate to run in 2024. His name has been dragged through the mud. He has done some great things. He said some mean things. So the society that we live in today is going to destroy him politically as he runs. And it's going to open the door for Ron DeSantos. Now, what Trump needs to be cautious of is, what he really needs to be cautious of is losing some of the votes that he already has, some of the followers he already has. I'm very disappointed in that comment. I am a huge fan of Ron DeSantos. I am more of a fan of Ron DeSantos than I am Donald Trump. That's me. You may think differently. So I thought that was a cheap shot. I did not think that helped him at all. I think it upset a lot of people. But The midterms went well. It wasn't a shellacking. It was not a complete red wave where we took over the entire country, but we did make some headway. If you look at the map, the whole U.S. is red, except for the major cities. But when it comes to the presidential election, we have the Electoral College, which protects the rights of the minority, right? The minority voters. And it protects from what's called tyranny of the majority. So if you have 50 million people in one city who have one political philosophy, that means they only get X amount of votes through the Electoral College. And it helps protect the rights of the people in the rest of the country so that it'll get swarmed and just completely dominated by the other political philosophy. So if you never understood the Electoral College and its importance, that's what it's there for. To protect from tyranny of the majority. So I just came on, wanted to talk about that with Ron DeSantos and Donald Trump and the midterm election. We're making some great headway. We are doing some great things. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe on Facebook. It's 99 cents a month. It's nothing. It's an Arizona iced tea. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Rumble. God bless.